In 2012, in a small farming town in Kogi State, the Okada Bridge was more than just concrete and steel, it was the town's lifeline. Every day, farmers pushed wheelbarrows of yams across it, traders carried baskets of peppers, and schoolchildren in faded uniforms skipped along its walkway. It had been built in the 1970s, back when the river was narrower and the population smaller. Over the decades, it had survived floods, storms, and even a truck accident. People joked that the bridge was stronger than the town chief's stubbornness. That rainy season, Mr. Ajayi, a civil engineer who had grown up in the town, returned for a family visit. On his first morning, he walked across the bridge and noticed something that made him stop: deep cracks running along the supporting pillars, and a subtle but definite tilt in the middle span. He crouched down, ran his fingers over the fissures, and felt the dampness seeping through. He knew what it meant: the structure's integrity was failing. That evening, he went to the village council meeting. The elders sat in a semicircle, sipping palm wine as the rain drummed on the zinc roof. Ajayi stood before them and said plainly, "This bridge is not safe. If it's not closed and repaired, it will collapse. Soon." The room went quiet for a moment, then erupted in laughter. "Ah, Ajayi, you've been in the city too long," one elder chuckled. "This bridge has carried lorries heavier than your car. It will outlive all of us." Others nodded. The bridge had been there for over 40 years, why would it fail now? Ajayi tried again, offering to bring in a team to inspect it for free. But the council waved him off. Closing the bridge would mean cutting off the market route, and no one wanted that. For weeks, life went on as usual. Trucks rumbled over it, goats trotted across, and children leaned over the railings to watch fishermen below. Ajayi returned to Lagos, frustrated but hoping he was wrong. Then came August. Heavy rains pounded the region for days, swelling the river until it licked the underside of the bridge. On a Saturday morning, the market was in full swing when a fully loaded truck carrying yams and passengers began to cross. Halfway across, witnesses heard a sharp, cracking sound, like a gunshot. The middle section of the bridge sagged, then dropped with a deafening roar. The truck, its cargo, and several pedestrians plunged into the raging water. Panic erupted. Some people swam to safety, others clung to debris, but lives were lost. The river carried away sacks of yams, wooden crates, and the cries of those calling for help. When the news spread, the same elders who had laughed at Ajayi's warning now sat in silence. The government sent engineers, who confirmed what Ajayi had said months earlier: the bridge's foundation had been eroded for years, and the cracks were a clear sign of imminent collapse. A temporary wooden crossing was built, but it was months before a new concrete bridge replaced the old one. By then, the story of the ignored warning had become a cautionary tale told to children. When someone who knows speaks, listen, even if you don't like what you hear. Ajayi never said "I told you so." But whenever he visited, people greeted him with a mix of respect and regret. The bridge stood as a reminder, not of